Hello guys, welcome to my latest video commentary. This is going to be the first of a series of video commentaries regarding nukes and how to get them doing something a little different. And here we have a Derail game, and I'm going to be showing you how to do it using a TAR-21 silenced with one-man army, but I'll get more into perks in a minute. Right now, as the game's restarting, I'm going to tell you about First Blood. It's important to note that for First Blood, on this map, there is 9 times out of 10, when you're spawning a task force 1-for-1, like I have, that there will be somebody sprinting to where I just got that First Blood and the power generators. But if you're not sprinting along the left-hand side and you're sprinting to rush the middle building, you've got to bear in mind that they spawn closer to it and will get there first and will have the drop on you. So you've got to be pretty ninja if you're planning to do that. Okay, so the key to this map, in terms of what I'm doing, is I'm flanking, and then my perk and weapon setup is the TAR-21 silenced with stun grenades and semtex, and I'm using one-man army so that I can constantly have an unlimited amount of ammo for my primary, but I have no secondary, so you've got to be pretty happy with the weapon you're using. And it's also got some added bonuses which I will relay to you in a minute, but it's important to be aware of the benefits of my perks. So first of all, one-man army. You really want to be using one-man army pro, and to do that you just have to run around getting 100 or so kills with one-man army equipped, because the pro version of it effectively just reduces the time it takes to change kits, and it's fairly crucial. Stop and power is again a necessity with the TAR-21 silenced if you're going for a flanking approach with a silenced weapon. And Ninja Pro is just 100% essential, because you don't show up on heartbeat and your footsteps are silent. All in all, you've got to be careful. You've got to be careful whether people know where you are, and it's the ultimate way so that people don't know where you are. Back to the video. I had recently just died, and you're about to hear why I died and whose fault it was. There you go. Not sure whether you heard that. If you didn't turn up your TV, basically my teammate tells you that the reason I died is because I'm an idiot and I got the Harriers over my head. You've got to be super careful with that, because when you pull on the Harrier strike, it comes in any direction, and it could just be game over for you if you get unlucky with the direction. Try and be in cover if you can. So I respawned and tried to get redemption. And the key to this map, a lot of people go for the middle building, sit in the middle building, and you can get nukes and high kill streaks like that. And with a big team, you can well and truly lock down that middle building and the other team's game over. But if you're going in as 1 or 2, or even if you just want to be a distraction, you do what I do here, and you roll around the side of the map. You keep silent, and you keep them guessing where you are, and you keep pushing their spawns. But to do this, you have to have a fairly good knowledge of the spawns of the map. Now, to start things off, there are 2 key spawns. This one is that big warehouse that I've just emerged from. The other one is the roof where people are shooting from to my left, where I'm going to be pushing soon. And you've got to be aware, people will be running from these 2 places, so you just got to keep your eyes out on those 2 places at all times. And you see that I pushed with my teammates through the other spawn so that we forced them to spawn on this side, and so that we can have an easy loop around the back of them, and they're going to be running to my teammates in the middle. All in all, we've got complete map control. As you can see, I'm fairly near to a choppergunner at this point, and this is where, there you go, choppergunner. This is where you've got to think about getting closer to your nuke, and you've got to think about setting up a perimeter. So this is where the rest of my one-man army in this guide to getting nukes comes in, is that you have 2 more classes. One class is for when they call a UAV and you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, is you have a cold-blooded class, and you want to be using a UMP for that, since its damage silencer is still next to brilliant. And you want to have a danger close pro class, with claymores to it, because Danger Close Pro means all your air support does more damage. So you'll see me using the choppergunner, and I would just be wrecking kids much quicker than I would be otherwise. You just kind of have to glance at them all over. It's immensely satisfying, and it means that on a map like this, where they're not all bunched up at the moment, I get kills a lot more easier and a lot quicker. I don't know whether you saw on the kill feed at the bottom there, but my claymore just saved my life, and that's the important thing about setting up, and why you need one-man army for it, is that on my Danger Close Pro class, I have claymores attached, whereas my Class 21 I have Semtex, and you can plant 2 claymores around you, and you should be set. So one person's already running with my claymore, and I'm close to the nuke now, so I don't want that to be happening. And once you've got the nuke, if you want to be using the game to its full potential, you don't really want to call it in straight away. You want to do the best you can. I remember the first time I ever got a nuke, I was so excited that I was just like, right, I am calling this right in, and I did it. And then I later thought about it. What if I could have got my kill streak higher? What if I could have done better? And you'll be thinking the same thing after you got it, like maybe not straight away, but a week later. If you're as sad as me and enjoy thinking about video games when you do amazing. So I've got the nuke now, and there's not much longer in the game left. And I'm just trying to get as many kills as I can to see how I finish. And you're going to see that I finished 42 kills to 1 death before calling in the nuke, which is really quite convincing. This is a fairly foolproof way of getting nukes, to be honest, because I've got two nukes on this map over the weekend. I spent about 6 hours recording, and I got 8 nukes, and I will be showing you all the other maps. I don't have them all just yet, but I've got my next set of nukes. So next week will be a Barrett 50 cal on high-rise nuke, which is a very different style of gameplay. I don't have scavenger for one thing. I don't have one-man army, so you've got to have your wits about you. You don't have that Danger Close Pro bonus. It's really quite an exciting gameplay, but this is just a completely different style to this map, and I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any more things you'd like to say, hopefully I've changed the volume in this video so that the game volume is not too loud. And I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. If you like the video, please press like, because it really brings up the search thing so that other people might be able to enjoy it too. And I am still learning, but I feel I've got a lot to show at this game as I've got the ins and outs sorted. So thank you very much, and I'll speak to you later.